Get a bunch of well-disciplined guys with big hearts together. Candidates would be things like born-again special ops guys that have really carved out a way for themselves, but then took a step back and embraced a totally different way and still carried that discipline, that structure over with them. Those guys know what's what. You get them together and you start a group, and that group turns into a small community. That community turns into a church. Now you really start to promote that church, okay? And these guys are representing God, and they're also representing their country. These guys are still somewhat patriotic, okay? And you use this church now, you recruit, you target disenfranchised conservatives, disenfranchised Trump voters. You target survivors of the 22 a day, survivors of vaccine injuries, survivors of, God, oh my gosh, so many rotten things going on right now. Okay, you appeal to the people. How about addicts? Okay, victims of all these weird crimes going on right now. And you start to build congregations, right? It doesn't really matter where they are. It could be anywhere. It could be bowling alleys, trailer parks, right? After AA meetings, whatever. And this church has a couple of fundamental rules, right? Tenets, no mammon, no usury, okay? What do people care, right? This will factor in later. Then, let's say after, like a year or whatever amount of time, you have wherever these little churches started to pop up in coffee houses and in garages and in people's backyards. You send out little newsletters typed up on, a little typewriter or whatever. You send these little newsletters out. And then you say, hey, glad to hear that you're doing so well. We're going to have our big jamboree. We're going to have everybody get together. Okay? And if you can't come, just send a representative, best and brightest. We're going to have a lot of information here to send back to the locals. Send somebody out here ready to take some notes. Okay? And then everything's hunky-dory, everything's cool. And then all of these special ops Jesus freaks, right, get together in the woods for I don't know, 30 days. And they have one mission. And that is how to absolutely streamline to the best of their ability a completely standalone living system that includes aquaponics, hydroponics, permaculture, fabrication, collection of energy, like everything, okay? And they're able to do this with scraps, with nothing. Alright, with things salvaged from the junkyard, because these guys have been researching and planning. And then when they get back from this retreat and they have a working prototype, they have also a whatever handbook that they've drafted, and they go to work at their local thing, because now they're going to move their church out of a public park and into some cheap, abandoned, leftover, donated, willed property. And now is where the church hits second gear, because we're going to show that we weren't just talking about no mammon and no usury. The other tenet was charity. So now we're going to blow this thing up and be able to grow food, grow fish, grow medicine, collect power, store power, you name it. Collect water, filter water, cook bricks, build, repair, heal. We're going to be able to do all this for free. Here's the book how to do it. Here's a guy that's done it. There's the working example. We now have a system that doesn't require any kind of money at all. We're going to go out in the world and demonstrate this everywhere that we go. Okay? Now, think of a better way to beat your enemy than to starve them to death.